Hello students, today's class is going to be on C++ inheritance. In the last classes we discussed about constructors and destructors, and now we are coming to an important topic of any class called student, let us say. So as you said, as we already discussed, there are private part and public part. So you can define variables here also. Now another function called main can create an object of the student and then use whatever is written in the public part. For example, a.marks, you can use it. Now suppose you have another class, so it's like, now I will call this class as father or something, then here I will call it as child. So if child wants to use whatever is written in the public part, father's public properties he wants to inherit, in such case you put a single colon and say public father. So now these marks are available within this. If there was a function here, let's say void display something, so that part also you suppose this display was already in the public part of the father, the child can use that automatically. So instead of the father thing, now if a child object is created, let's say child C, so the C will contain the marks also and the display part also. That means C.marks will be automatically taken from the father's place, C.display will be taken from the father's place. So that is how you inherit actually. So father's properties are inherited to the child. Let us see that through an example in the computer. Now we going back to the computer. Now you remember, actually we had written a class where there was a family name for the father, and this is written in the private part, let's say, and then in the public part you have the age written, and there is a constructor which gets executed in the same name of the class. What is written gets executed when you create an object, and you have a display family name age. It's a function. Let's say you want to display the family name, also age also. Family name is defined here, is a variable, and the age also. Age means whatever age you have defined here. So here it is 40. That also, suppose you want to display through a function called the display family name underscore age. Both family name and age will be displayed, and there is a destructor which simply gets executed at the end of execution. So this is a class. Now I want to create a main program. I call it integer main, something like that, you know that, and after that you are going to call let's say I say father F is an object you have created. You can always say F dot display. So whatever was there, you can see that display this particular function. See display family age. So I am just calling it here. See that if I execute this, now what I did, I simply created a father f, and I am just calling this function display family name and age from that. So I am compiling it, and while compiling there is an error. That is because we have not defined the library IO stream and this, so we have forgotten to do that. Done this, then I executing this. When I executed it, see what all things happened. When I said father f and I call a function, what happened? The father constructor got executed. Father constructor got executed, and then it says executing the family function, family age function from inside the father, because you asked, it has come into the second line, and it displayed family name is so and so and age is so and so. Then father destructor got executed. At the end, father destructor got executed. That's how you complete everything. So if you want it to look more clear, I'm again executing this. I put a end of line there. So father constructor got executed, the function got executed, the second line, and after that family name, family function, family name age function is executed, and the destructor is also executed. So this was a simple normal C++ program. Now if I create, suppose I had created, instead of father f, suppose I had created a child C, and I call c dot display family name age, when the child function is something which, let's say, I am going to create now from the father. So it's a child class. So what I am saying, I am going to do, I am going to say class child, and I am going to inherit every property, public property of the father, and simply this much will I do. So let's say this much will I do. So that means now nothing is written in the child, but everything, whatever is there, everything will come from the father side. This function will also get executed, though it doesn't have, this dot doesn't have, is not supposed to have this particular function, but it will take from the father. So you can see that what is going to happen. I'm running it. Okay, maybe it needs a semicolon there. It executed. So what it executed? It is exactly like earlier. Father constructor executed, executing exactly like earlier. When you were creating a father object, it was looking similar way when a child is also executing. See that similar lines are coming, and whenever there is a father constructor, there is a father destructor also. So that means there is no, in the child there is no constructor and destructor, but it went up and executed from the father. So in the next class we will discuss further a little more detail about the inheritance.